He's the first religious leader to be shot dead by the U.S. government since 1993. So you started questioning, what's going on here.
To say that these people were trying to overthrow the government when in fact they were struggling just to clean up their own neighborhood. They couldn't even clean up a quarter-mile radius of the mosque. It's a totally asinine assertion.
So if you're going to shoot at a man of faith, you have to know what's going on, and the government was not being open as to what happened that day.
It has implications that go beyond what public perceives, but it's affected by and shaped by what the media portrays.
The 16-minute piece covers the anatomy of news coverage of the death of Imam Luqman. And it focuses on the genesis of the case. Initial framing and the television news story showed that, there were allegations of a terrorist conspiracy.
That day, on October 28th, I was in a meeting in the federal building, only a couple of floors away from the FBI. I received a phone call from Andrew Arena, the special agent in charge of the FBI in this district, and he told me that I wanted you to hear about this before it's all on the media.
The group's Imam was killed in a shootout with the FBI.
We had a raid, and there were some people in your community who were arrested. One of your imams was killed in the process, and we tried doing what we could do, but it got out of hand.
Agents killed Carswell's father yesterday in a shootout at a warehouse in Dearborn.
The shooting of this imam was the first killing, as we mentioned in the video, of a Muslim religious leader by the U.S. government. And so it has a special significance for Muslim community members who see this as an attack more generally, not just on this individual, his family, and his community, but Muslims in general.
One of the inspirations for the project came from a conference we held here at Michigan State University called Islam, Muslims, and the Media.
We invited Imam Dawood Walid. He gave the keynote address at lunch, and he really spoke eloquently about how the news media framed coverage.
He critiqued the media coverage in a way that we found really interesting, and we wanted to know, is what he's saying right? Is this actually how it played out? And if so, perhaps there are some problems with that, and we wanted to look a little bit more closely at that.
Radical imam killed in raid. Channel 4, which is the local NBC affiliate, and they did the most atrocious job, even comparing him to or being a suspected perhaps terrorist cell.
Actual audio tape recordings of Abdullah preaching and promoting violence against government and law enforcement. They were told Abdullah trains with guns and knives, and stated he was willing to strap on a bomb and blow up everything.
One of the problems that we ran into was law enforcement being unwilling to talk to us.
We really wanted to talk to an FBI agent, and it wasn't until once the court cases had been decided that Andrew Arena gave us an interview.
Sitting down and just striking up a conversation with him, I think that brought out something in the interview that I didn't expect. It was very conversational rather than just, a straight question-answer session.
And the interview with Andy Arena is very compelling because there's a sense that he's getting very emotional.
And you know what? In hindsight, I'm glad I didn't. Because I'd probably be, I probably would have lost at least one agent that day.
One of the really gratifying parts of this process was getting to work in a collaborative situation with both students and faculty.
A film of this scale provides a great opportunity for someone like myself and for the students, and I think also for the faculty who have a little bit more experience with this kind of thing, to actually work together and generate ideas in a compact and efficient manner.
Everybody would basically sit around and bicker over the newest cut, but it was good bickering. It was, nitpicking and with good intent, I think.
What's great about this film is that it shows that later on, given time, the news media does correct itself.
Of informants acting as agent provocateurs in this case.
A local Muslim leader accused of dealing in stolen goods, shot and killed by the FBI. 3 investigations said that the agents did nothing wrong. Why the controversy won't die.